Hello everybody, and welcome to my 6th weekly video of living with Alzheimer's. And today I want to talk about keeping independent, doing the things that you want to do, having a good level of independence to carry on achieving the things that you want to achieve after diagnosis. Now, I don't know about you, but I've found that after I was diagnosed, as time went on a little while, my world started to get a bit smaller. Partly because I think I was losing some confidence in doing what I wanted to do, but also I think it was to do with losing that independence, and the immediate family around me and also having concerns about me going off and doing the things that I had done before. I enjoy cycling, and the problem was that I would go off and there would be concerns of where I was and how long I was going to be. Now, that can be a little bit debilitating. That can be a little bit soul destroying, because all of a sudden you're dependent on other people, and other people then have to get involved in the things that you enjoy, and maybe they're not quite so passionate about these things, but they have to do it anyway, and that in itself can be a bit of a problem. Now, early on this year, I went to the Alzheimer's show in London, and walking around there, there's lots of stands, and it came to notice that there's a lot of technology to help people like me stay independent. Now, some of these are pendants and a band with a big button on and that sort of thing, and that's all good. But there was one thing that actually caught my eye, and I was going to share that with you today. Now, as you know, these videos are about living with Alzheimer's and how I cope with the day-to-day and weekly problems. So it's not about promoting any one product and saying this is better than any other. I mean, there are many products on the market that do just as probably well as this one, but this particular one helps me, and I thought I would share it with you, and then if you wanted to look into it further, you could. Now, I have it here. Now, what I liked about it when I first looked at it was that it's very much like a normal watch. And if I press the button in the middle, it gives it the right way up either. It gives me the time. Now, it's made of a sort of a rubber thing, so it's quite waterproof, and it's called the KIT wristband. And KIT stands for Keep in Touch wristband. Now, if you was to put that into a search engine, to Google or whatever, that will come up with all the information. But essentially, what it does is that my family can have an app on their phone, and with that app they can locate me at any time, GPS. So they locate me at any time. Now, I can call them through this and talk to them, so I can use this as a mobile phone. I can also use it as an alert or a distress thing, which if I press a button, then it rings all the phones on the phone, on this wristband, rings them all, and eventually until someone answers. Another thing is, if I'm wearing this and I have to take it off, it alerts the people with the phones, with the apps, that my family, that I have taken it off. It's a great little product, and it does what it says. But one thing I liked about it was it didn't, when I'm wearing it, it doesn't shout out and dare I say this, are vulnerable. It doesn't shout out, this is an alarm, this is a GPS. It just looks like a normal run-of-the-mill watch. Now, for someone like me, that's very important, because what this actually does, it just seems like it's a normal watch, but what this actually does is it gives me the confidence to go off and do my own thing independently on my own. But it gives my family the peace of mind that they know any point in time where I am, and they can contact me. Now, mobile phones do exactly the same thing, but the problem with a mobile phone is, and as everybody knows, people with memory issues will either forget to take the phone, or in my case, I tend to leave it all over the place. If I go somewhere, I've got the phone in my pocket, I take it out of my pocket, put it down, and I'll walk away from it. And also, sometimes using the modern phones can be a bit difficult as well. Now, I can't remember what the price of this was off the top of my head, but I do remember that, well, in actual fact, if it had been what I would term to have been hellishly expensive, I wouldn't have it here today. Now, I think I bought this back in, I believe it was early June when the Alzheimer's show was in London, and I've used it a lot since then, and I find that this little thing absolutely brilliant. And I believe I'm right in saying they come in 3 different colours, I think. But yeah, when it's actually on, it does look just like a normal watch. So, if you're interested in one of these, then do just go onto his website, Kit Wristband. I think if you just put Kit Wristband in, it'll come. If you have difficulty in doing that, send me a message, and there is a telephone number on this leaflet, and I'd be happy to give you that, and I'm sure that would be fine. But like I say, there's loads of other products on the market, that I'm sure, but this one just suited me. And I think for people like me, who have always been independent, always done our own thing, then if you're like me and you're a practical guy, this will probably suit you, or practical lady, come to that. This will suit you without a doubt. And you know, we have to keep doing the things that we've always done. We have to keep doing our hobbies. We have to keep, I suppose, stimulated. Keep finding new things, new goals. And as I say before, you have to keep positive. And if you can go off and do your own thing for an hour or whatever, away from your family, sometimes also that's a good thing. Now, one thing also I wanted to mention was that your responses again to the videos that I've done have been absolutely fantastic. Now, when I first started doing these videos, I had this idea that I would help a few people in my situation. But in actual fact, what's actually happened is your response and your feedback, and I didn't realise this would happen, this has turned the whole thing around a bit, in actual fact. I actually believe now that you, out there, you're helping me by encouraging me to do these videos every week. And that is another positive thing for me. So I'd like to thank you all for all your support over the last 6 weeks, and yeah, it's been really good, and I will keep doing these videos for as long as you want me to do them, until you get bored of me. So thank you very much for all your support. It's actually great, and you know, just remember, you are helping me probably more than I'm helping you. Have a great weekend, have a wonderful week, and I will see you here again next Friday. And yeah, lots to talk about next Friday. Lots of interesting stuff. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.